Live out the true meaning of this creed. We've got some difficult days ahead, but it really doesn't matter with me now because I've been to the mountaintop. But somewhere I read of the freedom of assembly. Somewhere I read of the freedom of speech. Somewhere I read of the freedom of press. Somewhere I read that the greatness of America is the right to protest far right.
Good morning, brothers and sisters. Good Monday morning, special Monday morning. All right. Also, happy Dr. King Day. If you guys are having a good day. Hopefully, you guys are off work today. I kind of am. I don't have to go in till 10, but I don't know why they don't just give you the whole day off, right? Hope you guys had a good weekend. Hope you guys didn't get none of that winter weather, that weird blizzard. What is it? What's his name? Ivan, something like that. I don't know. Anyway, see what we got in the house this morning. We got True American Loretta. What's up, sis? Good to see you. Stars in the house. Good to see you. Good morning. Good morning. Tiger, what's going on? Hanging out with y'all last night. Had a good time. So did Lady Rowan. Roots, rocks, and feathers. Good morning, my sister. The Karen. Oh yeah, the Karen thing. Yeah. Harold's Karens. Yeah, I agree. Let's do it. Debbie, good morning. And Deborah, good morning to you as well. Pepper Cowboy, what's going on? Good morning. Serbian, what's going on, brother? Good to see you. Ohio, good morning. Good morning. Right? Ghetto over here this morning. What's going on, man? Good morning. I'm a Huckleberry. Good morning. Hillbilly, what's up? What's up? Good morning. Good morning. I agree, sis. I do. Do stuff with Nikki. Good morning. Brian, good morning. Yeah, I think Dr. King would be appalled by the way that these weird leftists use his name. They invoke his name for their racism, for their segregation. I really do. Think he would be standing up against them. Mama Red, good morning. Raised by Rangers, good morning. Dusty Data in the house. What's up, brother? Yeah, JR, what's going on? Good morning. Good morning. Larry, good morning. Good to see you. Georgia Praise and Preps. Good morning. Good to see you, sis. Southern Fried Prepper in the house. Uh-oh, you driving. Better be listening, brother, not looking. Did you guys get any of that winter weather down there, though, in Florida? Anybody else from Florida? Let's see. What's going on? PAEMT. Been a while, brother. Best Life in the house. Tom Miller. Angela. Good to see y'all this morning, man. Even Backwoods and Preppins in the house. I can work or not. You really don't care. I hear that. Boxo, good morning. Arc Living. I am late, man. It's a holiday. So I took 30 minutes for myself. I have a weird little tradition on Dr. King Day. I always watch his I Have a Dream speech. Like first thing in the morning. But anyway, Militant, what's up, man? Days. My brother. Florida got hit with a tornado? Dang. Freaking weird weather, man. That's what you get when the world government can control the weather, you know. Thank you, Tiger. I meant to ask everyone how the internet was last night and this morning. I didn't even get a 5x5, but here we go. They came to fix the internet, and it was a new company that bought it, and they changed out a bunch of equipment. And the dude came and said, "Man, we're sorry for your internet being bad. We gave you the latest technology that exists out there for this type of internet, so you should be good for a few years." I was like, "All right, then. Appreciate it, pal." And it has been great. Anyway, I found this when I was looking for Dr. King stuff last night. I found a channel called Generation Hope, and they make these weird. They're supposed to be like uplifting videos and whatnot. And most of them are just hilarious because the acting is bad. It's almost like they're spoofing something. But I found this when this 12-minute video they made. It's like a sketch of this white lady walking through a park, and there's these two black teenagers playing basketball, and she confronts them and tells them to get out of her neighborhood, and she says all the racist stereotype stuff, and she produces a whip and whips one of them who's in a wheelchair, and it's just we'll get to the clips, man. It was just weird. It was like they were just trying to come up with all the different racial stereotypes and stuff. But all these kinds of things do though is cause division amongst people, man. But we'll get to that. We'll get to that. Before we do though, I found a cool little clip. It's a British reporter. She's standing in front of Washington D.C. and she's talking about January 6th. And nature itself fights against the lies. It's really funny.
Right, you ready?
Yep, when you're ready.
Okay. It's 1 year since the January 6th attack on the US Capitol, when supporters of Donald Trump stormed this building, trying to prevent the election victory of Joe Biden from being certified. On the anniversary. Oh my God. Oh God, Sam. Oh.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying?
But they couldn't even finish the shot because the snow kept blowing in their face. So I just thought that was ironic. Even Mother Nature's tired of people lying on the whole January 6th thing. But anyway, here we are. I got whipped once, had to pay $200 for it. I hear you, man. That's one way to look at it. Forces of Donald Trump. I know, man, like the language that they use, and they have no scruples. They have no ethics. They'll lie. They'll say anything. They'll frame their whole narrative wrong so that they ensure people will think a certain thing based on their reporting. It's, yeah, right. Timing is everything, man. I mean, yeah, God is still on the throne. You're not gonna get away with this stuff for too long. I always tell my son this, about being honest, about telling the truth. I was like, I know it seems like the easy thing to do is to lie to me and to get out of things, but know this: the truth will always come out, and it always does. Every time he's told me a lie, the truth always came out. And it's, I don't know, it's just a principle of God's universe. The truth will be known. It will come out. You can't hide the truth forever. It's all these lies and stuff. That's why the media is dying, man. Like CNN, they are dying. They barely break 6-digit numbers on their best primetime show. They've got no one. All their talent is getting fired for all kinds of corruption and sexual abuse allegations. All their producers are coming out. I mean, good gracious. But it's funny. That's what happens. If they would just have integrity and be real journalists, none of this would be happening. Yeah, you saw that video? That was funny, man. I don't know. I just like it when people get what they deserve. I like it when reality says I told you so for us. Like, we don't have to say it. We just have to step back and enjoy it. Call it karma, reaping what you sow, whatever you believe in. Yep. I believe that too. Someone who lives a lie, like you, eventually the truth will come out. I know, right? I was talking to later on about that growing up. I remember when you could only watch cartoons on Saturday mornings and you had to get up at 6 because that's when they started. No, there used to be a show that came on before cartoons. It was called Puppet Love. It was the only like kids things on. At first, I hated it, but I would watch it because it was all that was on until the cartoon came on. But then eventually, I got up to watch it. I wonder if that still comes on. So anyway, I was watching Jen Pisak, and you know that guy Peter Ducey. He's the White House correspondent for Fox News. And again, to me, Fox News is just controlled opposition. It really is. They're part of the same propaganda machine. But I do like to see him give it to Jen Psaki, just because the looks on her face. She's not good at covering her emotions, you know, because in this administration, the press is supposed to be their lackeys and to make them look good and stuff. So she's not good at hiding stuff.
Go ahead.
I had a couple specific ones, but I wanted to kind of follow on that. As you're determining next steps, I mean, frankly, things just seem like they're going pretty poorly right now for the White House. You know, Build Back Better is being blocked, voting rights is being blocked, inflation's at a 40-year high, the virus is setting records for infection. So as we kind of hit this 1 year period and a period where everything seems like it's in pretty rough shape, or nearly everything, which is not an invitation, I guess, to list off some other things. I'm wondering, at what point do you take stock and say that things need to change internally, whether it's your outreach toward the Hill, whether it's the leadership within the White House? You seem to be stymied on an incredible number of fronts right now.
Well, let me give you a little bit of a different take on this.
Sunshine, lollipops, and rainbows, everything that's wonderful is what I feel.
The spin must be getting hard coming out of the White House communication director, because I just can't imagine how they keep trying to spin it, even to themselves. They can't be lying to themselves like this, you know. I know they gotta tell us the lies or whatever, or anyone who will listen to them, but they can't believe their own crap. If they do, then there is no hope. Prepping Menace. I can imagine what would come up if you Google Puppet Love. My God. Man, it seems like the search engines are geared towards pornography nowadays, you know? Like, you really could look up something innocuous and get all kinds of weird crap. Yeah, she does, man. I think that's why, like, she'll go ahead and get him out of the way sometimes. Like, she'll let him say something first just to get out of the way. And that's why, like I said, Fox News is just part of the same machine. So the controlled opposition goes first and puts out, you know, the truth. And then they go down and they spin their narrative. They spin everything Peter Ducey will say. But sometimes you can't. There's no way to spin it, man. I mean, we live here. We know what's going on in the United States of America. We know it, or in the world. I mean, geez. Man, y'all been killing Psaki in the chat. I've been seeing y'all. Y'all been calling her all kinds of stuff. Saw someone calling her Chucky. Dude, tuna smoothies? Come on, man. That's hardcore right there, brother. Oh, you got more snow last night? We were supposed to get some. There's nary a flake. I don't know if it got to freezing last night. Fool Monty, what's going on with you? They do think they're untouchable, don't they? Local news published an article about Biden's banner, first year in office. I threw up in my mouth. Oh, I know. I can't wait for the State of the Union address. You guys think they're going to give a real one? How long do you think he's going to speak? You know, he can't go long speeches, man. He'll go off the rails. Green Thumb Prepper in the house. What's up, brother? So I got 40 centimeters. I bet, man. I bet you Canadians laugh at us Southerners down here. We get excited about an inch of snow. Y'all like, inch of snow. What is that? Good morning, Kathy. Yeah, you would. All right. So anyway, let's get to the main topic. I want to show you. I didn't clip the whole thing, but I have 3 clips from it, just so I think you'll get their message. But you guys can go look them up. They're called Generation Hope, and you can't miss this video. It's like the first one on there. But I'm just trying to figure out why they would make this, you know. But anyway, without further ado, a Karen whipping 2 teenage boys who are playing basketball.
Hey! What did I tell you criminals about coming back to my neighborhood?
Oh, no, Roy, let's just get out of here.
No, Vince. I won't let her ruin our fun. Listen, lady. We aren't breaking any laws by having fun here at the park. I won't let you intimidate us anymore.
Are you talking back to me, boy? I guess you forgot who used to own your kind, and I'm about to remind you of that right now.
Ow! Ah, that hurts! Ah, Vince, help! Ah!
Don't you touch him or I will knock your teeth out.
Roy, hang on. I'll get some help.
Set it up.
Oh, put it up.
Kobe. Ah! There we go.
All right. That was a lucky shot.
Man, if I had legs, I'd still score on you. I got skills, son. Don't play me.
Okay, my bad, Kobe. Hey, by the way, man, I'm sorry to hear about your dad. Yeah, I heard about the car accident in the news. And,
Hey, man, it's okay. I know I'm in a wheelchair now, and I won't be able to live my dream of playing in the NBA, but at least me and my mom are still alive. Just grateful for that.
All right. So this is the beginning of the video, and then they go back and show how the lady first came across them. But a couple of things here. For one thing, the heck that lady get that whip, man? Was she married to like Indiana Jones or something like that? Is she Catwoman on the side? She the racist Catwoman? Who in the world has whips just available? She can go. Was she carrying in her purse? And where is this? Where does this type of thing happen? When they made this fictional skit here, whose life experience, who has experienced this? A white lady walking up with a whip and whipping people off the basketball court. It's not real. It's not reality. This is not happening to anybody. You know what I mean? Could it have happened in the 1950s? Absolutely. In the Deep South, in the Jim Crow era, of course, I could have seen this happening. But this is like the inner cities. What type of white racists are walking around in the inner cities nowadays doing this, whipping kids? You know, it's not real. And I don't see these kids being all respectful either for white lady. And nowadays in 2022, if a white lady walked up with a whip talking down to black folk like this, black folk would not stand for it. And we all know it. And anyone else in the park, where's everybody else? No one would, I don't care what color your skin is. No one's going to let a racist Karen like this whip a dude in a wheelchair. It's not real. It's not reality. And to me, this whole thing is just designed to cause division, to make people think, oh yeah, look, this happens all the time. And people are so dumb, they buy it. Hook, line, and sinker. They swallow it all. And don't even ask the same question, like, when does this happen? You know. Anyway. Couple fellas rode horses in the Walmart down here for a couple 30 packs. Stuff happens. Yeah, but were they whipping people out the way though? You know what I'm saying? So anyway. So then it goes back. Let's see.
Look at these hood rats infesting my neighborhood. I wish they all just went away. That way we could keep it pure like the good old days.
Tell you what, I'll trade places with you. Let me be the chair.
Hey, there are no criminals here. You know that loitering is illegal, right? Not that your kind of people like to follow the rules, but as long as I'm here, I'm gonna make sure that this neighborhood is safe.
Why are you being so rude, lady?
Yeah, we're not criminals. We're people just like you. We live here.
You do not live here, you filthy rat. Now give me that ball and get out of my neighborhood.
Ma'am, we're not giving you our ball. That's stealing. It's our ball.
If you don't give me that ball right now, I'm gonna call the police and tell them that you assaulted me.
Why would you lie like that? I've done nothing wrong to you.
Who do you think they're gonna believe, huh? A little crippled like you, or a sweet, scared little white lady like me?
All right, so a couple more things. If she's this racist, she'd be dropping M-bombs left and right. We all know it, you know, and I just don't understand why they made this. If they wanted to make a video against racism, I get it. You know, more power to you. We support you. But to go here and try to make people believe like this is something that would actually happen to someone is wrong, you know, and it's part of the problem in our society, man. Right? Isn't it crazy? I mean, God. Now, all this being said, are there still people alive in the United States of America who probably would agree with everything this lady said and would say these things in private? Absolutely, man. There's still racist, ignorant, hateful people, but they're far and few in between. You know what I mean? They're in hiding. There's no way anyone in 2022 would do this out in the open, you know. Gosh. Yeah, it's from a channel called Generation Hope. You guys look them up. They got some crazy videos on there. It's not only about racism and stuff. They're supposed to be uplifting videos to show how, you know, people can help each other and anything. So anyway, she's there to mess with these two kids. She's got her bullwhip. I mean, she's calling them all the racist stereotypes that they can think of. Isn't this woman though? This character? Isn't she like the stereotypical, like all the stereotypes that we've known through history of what white racist people would say to black folks? Isn't that what she is? So anyway, she's still assaulting these kids.
Yeah.
Roy, just give her the ball, man. Let's get out of here. It's not worth the trouble.
Yeah. Listen to your friend, Tyrone, or you're gonna regret it. Now that's a good little slave.
No! My ball! You got issues, lady.
Get out! Get out!
Come on, dude.
Get
Crazy.
out!
She's crazy.
Get out! Stay out! That's what I thought. I hope I never see those thugs running around my neighborhood again.
All right, clearly she's a psychopath also. Just flips out her knife, man. Yeah, right in the ball. I mean, come on, man. Yeah, there you go. All the racism's coming from the creators of the video, man. You know, couldn't they have made something that wasn't so divisive and blatantly false? It's a screwed up video. It goes on. The guy goes home and his mom said all the acting in the whole skit is like cringe. You know, and his mom's like, "What's wrong, baby? What happened? I don't want to talk about it." You know, this whole thing. Then finally she gets it out of him. And then it fast forwards. She buys him a new basketball, and him and his buddy go back to the park. And then she sees him, and then it picks up where she left off, like whipping the dude in the wheelchair. And they keep saying they're going to call the cops. You know, she's like, "Who are they going to believe? Criminals like you, or an innocent white lady?" And his mom shows up, and she's about to whip him again, and his mom grabs her wrist, and they call the police and all this stuff. Yeah, man. But when I see stuff like that, I'm tired of the fake narrative. Like they want there to be a race war, and why would you want that? And then ignorant people like them, the people who made this, they probably really believe that there's some kind of rampant white supremacy going through, you know. But when I saw it, I just had to share it because we stand against that. The people who made this are racist. The people who made this are probably all for CRT. They're probably all for segregation and teaching kids that their racial identity is the most important part of their character, and to always see the color of people's skin and judge everything through the lens of race. All these racist things, like we just saw Dr. King, and you guys said it too, you know, he would be appalled by how his good name and all the good works of him and the other folks who took part in civil rights and stood up and fought peacefully, you know, for true racial justice. They would be appalled by the way their good names are being drugged through the dirt. AJ, Prepper for Life, what's up, man? Right? Man, she's like the queen of Karens. Yes, exactly. People love to have a boogeyman, and racism is one everyone agrees is bad. Absolutely, man. And given our history too, you know, especially nowadays, I mean, the way that they've pumped it up now, people are just so afraid to be called racist and all this stuff. And but me, I just want to have a conversation. There's a guy, his name's Daryl Davis. I don't know if you guys are familiar with him. If you look up Joe Rogan's channel, he has a very good conversation with Daryl Davis. Daryl Davis is a black gentleman, he's a musician, and he grew up on an army base. Like, they were always traveling, so he never experienced the racism of the South in the 60s until he came back, and he did, and he didn't understand it. He didn't understand how someone could hate him if they don't even know him. And so he started having conversations with KKK members, and he would invite them, and they would meet and have dinner, and he would invite them to his house to have dinner. He would go to their house, and his ideas on fighting racism, he said, racism comes from ignorance. You know, it's taught, it's learned. No one's born racist. And the left hates him because he everything he has done, his life's work, flies in the face of their entire racial narrative. You know, that white folks are born racist and they'll always be racist. And black folks are born oppressed and will always be oppressed because of the system. But Daryl Davis breaks that down and says, no, that's not true. You just need to sit down and have a conversation with people. You know, the left is saying, oh, punch Nazis in the face, hate them, never have a conversation, shut them down, don't let them speak, cancel them. We don't want their voice here. Daryl Davis is like, no, we're going to sit down and talk and have a conversation. And he has over like 200 KKK roads, because after having conversations with people, they would leave being, you know, racist. They would stop being racist. They would stop being white supremacists, you know, and they would give Daryl their robes. And he said he was going to open up a museum. He said, I'm not burning, I'm not throwing this stuff away. He's like, we don't need to forget our past. You know, we need to preserve it so we don't make the same mistakes. But anyway, you guys should look him up. If you want to talk about someone who's really fighting racism in today's age, Daryl Davis is on it. He seeks out real racists, all right? And he doesn't seek them out to obliterate them or kill them or get rid of them. He does it to have a conversation with them and to make them see their ignorance, to educate them. Education is to me, it's the true weapon against racism. Having a conversation with people, man, and not being duped by freaking crap like this. Freaking Generation Hope. Give me a break, guys. Take some acting classes. I'll tell you what, man, that when old Roy and Vince were playing basketball with each other, the sparks were kind of flying there, man. The way they were gazing into each other's eyes. It seemed like there was a B storyline moving through this too. It wasn't just about the white carrying with the whip. Roy and Vince were falling in love. I mean, obviously. Despite that the left says there is a difference between racism and critical review of culture. Yeah, all that critical theory stuff, man. Hardcore Marxism. Amen. Look what party was the party of Jim Crow and slavery, and they fought against it. Joe Biden's one of them. He's an old school Dixiecrat. He was mentored by Strom freaking Thurmond, one of the most racist politicians that we've had in the modern age. Yeah, so while Dr. King was marching and stuff, you know, Joe was fighting against integration of the schools. So he didn't want his grandkids to grow up in a racial jungle. Man, people are so ignorant. Yeah. Yes, he did. You know what's cool about Malcolm X? Like, I know, like, he was very militant, and he believed in violent action. But towards the end, he even said it himself. He came out against the Nation of Islam and everything. And he said he was wrong, and peaceful means was the way, you know. And most people believe he was assassinated by his own people for saying that. There you go, brother. Hey, man, we're all human beings, man. Just have a conversation with people. Anyway, you know, Joe Biden, he's Captain Unity over here. He wouldn't agree with this video at all. He'd be like, Corn Pop, where's my chain? I got hairy legs. Come on, man. Anyway, guys, I just wanted to share that. It's Dr. King Day. So we need to fight against the fake racial narrative that's going on, man, and seek real equality. Have a conversation with people if you can, if they'll let you. We got to try to convert as many people as possible. First, they get red pilled, and then they get straight to the black pill. Some people go straight to the black pill. People say there's so much racism in the South, but when I lived in Mississippi, that was the furthest thing from the truth. I agree. I mean, I live in South Carolina, and the only racism I see now, I mean, there's still old people in the South, on both sides, white and black folks, who remember the way it used to be, you know, and they still hold on to some of those prejudices. But full-blown racism, and the way I was raised, there was prejudiced people and there was racist people. Most people have some type of prejudice, you know, but again, education gets rid of that. Once you really spend time with people and you get to know the person, you know, that prejudice will melt away. But true racism is just complete ignorance and hatred, you know. At least that's the way I was taught. Right? Corn Pop was a bad man, and he ran some bad guys. Why did he tell that story? You know, the dude is out there, man. Absolutely, man. They know they had to find a way to divide us, and that's what they always do. They go to racism. Oh, that'll divide them. We'll show them that racism's still running rampant. I would love to have been a fly on the wall in the meetings when they were coming up with this narrative, whoever the powers that be are, that was going to run through everything, all our media outlets and everything. When they're saying we need to bring back racism, tell them it's a problem, and people are like, well, people aren't really going to believe that because that's not what's going on out there. I mean, people are pretty unified. They're like, yeah, but we got to tell them that it's the system that's racist, and we got to say racism's in everything. We got to point it out. Even the trees are racist. Everything's racist. And that's exactly what they're doing. And people are buying it hook, line, and sinker. At least the idiots are. They don't believe their own lying eyes. Yeah, I hear you, man. Hey, Ginger Snap. It's all brainwashing for many years. Too many people believe what they hear. Most Southern people are very loving and giving souls. Exactly. And the largest population of black folks live in the southern states. So yeah, we have the biggest black population. And then next is the inner cities. All the ones that the Democrats could fool to move into their plantations where they could harvest votes and taxes from them and keep them in utter poverty for decades. Oh, wow. Really, brother? Are you guys kids coming home with some weird ideologies and stuff? Fight the good fight, man. Fawn, good morning, brother. God bless. Charlton, what's going on? What you mean, Art? 50-50? Black and white? That's what it is. In actually, it's a little bit more. I think it's like 55% black here in our county. Like where I went when my high school, that's what it was. That's what the breakdown was. It was 55% black folks, and I think it was like close to like 48% white folks, and then whatever was left of Hispanic, Asian, Native American mix. I do remote learning, so I listen to what the teacher is saying. Oh, nice. $101. What's up, man? That's a good one. Utter poverty. Yeah, man. No milk. We're in utter poverty. My 80-year-old black neighbor gave me the key to his house to watch his dog because our country is so racist. Right? That's what I mean. Like, you only see racism like this in the media. You don't see it in the real world. I don't. I can't speak for everybody. And most folks I talk to from all over the world don't experience it the way that the narrative says we do anyways, you know. So I'm tired of people getting whipped up about the racism and wanting to fight racism. And when you ask them, where do you see it in your daily life? Just answer that one question. That's why when I try to talk to people who are all about, oh, you're racist, look at the color of your skin, I'm like, you shouldn't call yourself Native American. I'm like, well, I am Native American. What do you mean? You're being very racist to me right now. They don't want to hear it. I was like, well, you want to fight racism? Where have you seen it in your life personally? Tell me a story from your life where you experienced racism, real racism. They can't do it. Mad Chad in the house. What's going on, man? My brother. All right, guess like we're out of time this morning. Appreciate y'all coming in. Appreciate you guys being a part of the true fight against racism, against true racism, with narratives like this lady and her bullwhip. For crying out loud. Where in the world do you go and see white ladies just pull whips out of their purses and start whipping people, man? What are you doing, Generation Hope? They need to hire us. They need to hire us to write skits for them. That's what they need. And act them out, for crying out loud. Jeez. But anyway, I hope you guys have a good day. Again, happy Dr. King Day. I'll look to see you guys tomorrow morning. We're going to be cracking at it, man. Tuesday morning. We got this. We're going to do it. We're going to get it done. Let me see. You guys have a great day, man. Let's get out there and change the culture. Let's fight this freaking narrative. All right. And always be prepared. God bless. Y'all have a good day.
The end.
Dun, dun, dun.